Before I start with the update today, did you guys see what that Israeli journalist said on Channel 13? Zivi Yeshithead, Channel 13's Arab affairs correspondent, says that the Israeli army should have killed 100,000 Palestinians early on in the war. Speaking on Channel 13 on Tuesday, he said it doesn't matter who is or isn't involved with Hamas and that the Israeli army should have launched a more fatal attack on Gaza. It's interesting how week after week we see these Israeli journalists and people in the Israeli government and even Israeli citizens and settlers saying things like this, so publicly, so openly, so comfortably, so confidently. They put Jewish people in danger when they speak like this. They are literally contributing and creating more anti-Semitism by making public statements like that, and they are also putting Palestinians and Arab people all over the world in more and more danger. Never forget the people that say shit like that and the people who agree with it, and also the people who remain neutral about it. Today is December 20th. I have updates for today. If I miss anything, please comment it. The IOF have raided Al Auda Hospital and they have illegally detained, stripped, bound, and interrogated the people within the hospital. A pre-dawn Israeli airstrike leveled a home in Rafah, martyring 27 people, including a 17-day-old baby. A large mosque in Rafah was also completely destroyed by the IOF. This is from Hani Mahmoud, who is reporting straight from Rafah at the site of the air attack near Kuwaiti Hospital. He said more ambulances and paramedics are coming back from the site of the attack with more injured people. The problem with this hospital is that it's of a small size and will not be able to take this large number of injuries. He said it's mainly for basic medical intervention procedures and eventually the injured will have to be transferred from here to other hospitals. He said that he is seeing more people rushing, carrying bodies, people with injuries. There is a group of people running and carrying what seems to be a body to the hospital. This is a situation in every place where relentless targeting takes place. We're not in the northern part to report the tragedies people have experienced since the early hours of this morning in Jabalia and Gaza City, but this is a real-life example. Since this morning, 46 bodies and 110 injured have been brought to the Jabalia Medical Center. There are still dozens of people who are stuck underneath the rubble in Jabalia. More than a dozen people were martyred yesterday in Jabalia refugee camp at the hands of the IOF. Israeli forces have surrounded and besieged the Palestine Red Crescent Society Ambulance Center in Jabalia from all directions. Jabalia refugee camp has been the main focus of some of the most intense attacks by the IOF. More than 25 Palestinians have been illegally detained in the occupied West Bank today. That brings the total of Palestinians that have been illegally detained since October 7th to 4,630. From the beginning of 2023 up until November, there have been more than 9,000 Palestinians that have been illegally detained. And thousands of those Palestinians are being held without charge or trial. A 28-year-old man was shot dead in Beit Ainun by the Israeli army as he drove towards their checkpoint. People on the ground say the man, a medical pharmaceutical representative, didn't understand the road was closed on October 7th. He made a left turn by mistake and it was too late before he realized. The army opened fire and killed him. He was still in the car when the local ambulance tried to get to him, but the Israeli army wouldn't let them near the vehicle. He took a wrong turn and they killed him for it. And then they wouldn't even allow the ambulances to get to him to help him. They want to ensure that nobody survives, even those that have a chance to if they receive medical care. This is why they also attack hospitals and they refuse to allow enough aid, medical aid, any kind of aid to get through. This is all very calculated. This is on purpose. These are the physical and mental elements that constitute a genocide. Keep your eyes on everything that is happening. Continue amplifying voices and spreading information. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free.